We're near a creek bank in Wayne County. Came across both poison hemlock as well as wild parsnip growing really close to each other. These two plants are both problematic. They're poisonous to livestock, and the wild parsnip as well is dangerous to touch. So I want to identify these plants. Here's some smaller ones closer to the edge of the wild parsnip. You can see the flowers are distinctly yellow, unlike the white ones of poison hemlock. And the leaves look much more like celery tops or parsley. The stems also have these grooved ridges in them. You can see that this plant is fairly tall. It's about 6 feet in height. As we move over to the poison hemlock, the leaves of our poison hemlock are cut out quite a bit more. They look more like carrot tops. The poison hemlock flowers are white. They also appear in that umbrella shape, each of those little flowers. Then as we look at the stem of the poison hemlock, you can see that there are purple streaks and spots on all of the stem. Sometimes the smaller stems are going to look almost entirely purple at places. As we look at the main stem here, it's really pretty good sized. This one is not quite 2 inches in diameter, but again, note the purple spots at the bottom of the stem, and really just how big this plant can get. I'm gonna guess this one is about 8 feet high. Again, as we go along this creek edge, we have more poison hemlock as well as the wild parsnip. And the poison hemlock is poisonous if you ingest it, or if animals ingest it. The wild parsnip is both poisonous as well as dangerous to touch. You don't want to break any of the leaves or the stems. The sap contains saurin, which is a chemical. When it gets on your skin, it actually breaks down the skin cells that protect you from UV radiation, and that can lead to some severe blistering and a rash. So if you see this plant, again with the yellow flowers, you're gonna make sure you don't touch it. At this point with the flowers, seed production is pretty much inevitable. Our control options are pretty limited at this point. Spraying them with chemicals might kill the plant, but is not going to end seed production for either the poison hemlock or the wild parsnip. Mowing them could potentially reduce seed spread, but mowing the wild parsnip is not advised, as that can spread the sap, get on equipment, potentially get on you. And again, that sap is dangerous to come in contact with skin. Here's one of those plants that we don't want to confuse with poison hemlock. This is going to be our black elderberry. Well, the flowers look similar from a distance. As we get closer, we can see that the leaf structure is a lot different. It has a woody stem structure. It is common for these to grow along the edge of fields, fence rows, and that's why it's often mistaken for being poison hemlock.